Inflation, the silent thief of purchasing power, is a well-known economic phenomenon that can wreak havoc on economies and individuals alike. But what could possibly be worse than inflation? Enter hyperinflation. While inflation is the gradual increase in the general price level of goods and services over time, hyperinflation takes this to an extreme, with prices skyrocketing at an alarming rate. Imagine prices doubling, tripling, or even quadrupling within a matter of days or even hours. This rapid and uncontrollable rise in prices can lead to a complete breakdown of an economy, wiping out savings, destroying businesses, and causing widespread social unrest. In extreme cases, hyperinflation can render a country's currency nearly worthless, forcing citizens to carry around large amounts of cash just to buy everyday essentials. The psychological impact of hyperinflation cannot be overstated, as people watch their life savings evaporate before their eyes. The uncertainty and anxiety created by such an environment can lead to a breakdown in social cohesion, as people struggle to make ends meet and provide for their families. The causes of hyperinflation are often complex and multifaceted, but they can usually be traced back to economic mismanagement, corruption, and a lack of transparency. When governments resort to printing excessive amounts of money to finance their spending, it can create a vicious cycle of inflation. As the increased money supply chases a constant amount of goods and services, this can lead to a rapid depreciation of the currency, as people lose faith in its value. One of the most infamous examples of hyperinflation in history is the case of post-World War I Germany, where the value of the German mark plummeted to such an extent that people needed wheelbarrows full of cash just to buy a loaf of bread. The hyperinflation in Zimbabwe in the early 2000s is another stark reminder of the devastating impact this phenomenon can have on a country. In both cases, hyperinflation led to economic chaos, social upheaval, and a loss of faith in the government's ability to manage the economy. The consequences of hyperinflation are far-reaching and long-lasting. Savings are wiped out as the value of money evaporates, pensions become worthless, and the cost of living becomes unbearable for the average citizen. Businesses struggle to operate in such an environment, as the uncertainty and volatility make planning and investment nearly impossible. Foreign investors flee, further exacerbating the crisis and deepening the economic downturn. To prevent or mitigate the effects of hyperinflation, it is essential to maintain fiscal discipline and avoid excessive money printing. Sound economic policies, transparency, and accountability are essential to building trust in the economy and the currency. Central banks play a crucial role in maintaining price stability and controlling inflation, but when mismanaged, they can also be a catalyst for hyperinflation. In essence, hyperinflation represents a catastrophic scenario where the very fabric of society is torn apart by out-of-control prices and economic chaos. It is a harsh reminder of the importance of sound economic management and the devastating consequences of fiscal irresponsibility. By understanding the causes and consequences of hyperinflation, we can work towards creating more stable and resilient economies that are better equipped to weather the storms of economic uncertainty.